Rafael, thanks for taking the time to speak to me. Last time we spoke was actually in Las Vegas back in, was it September? So things have changed quite a bit then, the landscape has changed. Just give us a little bit of an update as to where you are now as a company, where you see the market. Just give us a little bit of an update.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Well done, congratulations. I think I mentioned in Las Vegas that you guys is going to be kind of doing these interviews. I think the industry is needed. I think well done on that. I think we need to inform more, contextualize more. Your magazine is superb. Yep. Well done on that as well. And this is an extra power for us to actually contribute to the industry.
Yep.
I think what we see on the industry is a big change. Regulations are coming more in enforcing the suppliers, enforcing the asset owners. We see a lot of attacks happening, unfortunately, due to the fact of a maturity. I think the industry, we did benchmark recently certain regulations, and we see the market, according to our data, from all the renewables, not specific on the wind, but also wind is part of that, is very poor at the moment, because I think the regulations and the time they build the assets, there was no need to have a cyber aspect. It was more need to have a CCTV, fences, gates, and I think the aspect of geopolitical situation also has changed.
Yeah. I mean, we're currently there's political unrest. There's a war going on. Everybody, even this event, is about energy security, energy dependence, which must feed straight into what you guys are doing. So, are you seeing just an uptake in general, or has it been impacted by what's going on right now?
No, I think both. Definitely. I think both. I think we see supply chains attack happening. So the compromise of a supply chain. Most of the asset owners has more than 9 suppliers across one turbine, for example. It can be even more, right? And therefore, you can protect all the assets, but then your supply can bring the problem, as we see happening. And I think the geopolitical situation has kind of bring into our attention the needs of protection. The cyber domain is not well protected. We know that is the weakest part of your asset, and that's why we are here. So we see the industry trying to get more, to improve and to get better on the cyber maturity. We see the compliance helping them and guiding them to go and to do that, but we need more. I think the responsibility of a cyber attack and the cost associated to that is driving also the dynamic. One thing that I can say, bankability is being the question. We see a lot of investors now demanding the maturity index of cyber before investing on the asset. So we see that happening very often. So even though before they start to have the kind of the investor money, they are asking for the cyber maturity.
One thing I was asked, if you had no money or very limited money, where would you start with cybersecurity? It's quite a hard question. Everyone says cybersecurity. Nobody really kind of knows. Do you know what I mean? It's a word. So if you had no money or small money, where would you invest first?
First of all, you cannot protect what you cannot see. So visibility is key for you to understand where you are and what you needed. Sometimes there is no kind of unlimited budget for cyber. There's no such a thing. However, you can do the basic very well, right? We see many times default passwords, which is basic, but as I said, they don't have understanding or visibility, but assessing, understanding, creating the visualization of your entire portfolio, and then you can tackle the kind of easiest problems to the hardest problems as you want. But if you don't have visibility, you are walking in the dark.
In terms of cybersecurity and security in general, obviously there's stuff going on, like we said. How do you see the next 6 months, 12 months, 24 months evolving, both for the industry as a whole, so renewables, like you say, you don't just work in wind, but also for you as a company? Where do you see your future going?
Well, we are growing. The company is specialized and expert on the field of renewables, which is a privilege for us and also for the clients, because we speak their language. We convert the kind of losses on the megawatt by converting on the cyber attack, how much on the cyber attack will cost them. And I think speaking this language and also the necessity that we see the growth of renewables. I know there is certain geopolitical agendas that are maybe is in favor or against renewables, but one thing is a fact. Security in the energy is mandatory for any country, any economy in the world. And we see the numbers showing the opposite. Actually, renewables is continue growing in a fast speed. The only concern is, as you decentralize the energy field, the landscape of threats and cyber attacks will scale as we scale the operations.
So basically, you're at the right place at the right time. As the industry grows, you grow.
we are here to help the asset owner to at least to have understanding.
Yeah.
The company, the industry is growing, and I'm glad that we are growing together as you are also part of this industry. And I think for us, we are just definitely on the right spot.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. So we're in Madrid now in April. We'll catch up in June at Clean Power, and then we'll also catch up again in Hamburg. And let's see how the industry progresses, and where you progress and where we are.
Amazing. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you for coming, and well done on the podcast.
Cheers. Thank you.